Etie for memo bibi akwaba eba Melodies TV so. Say Akufo Addo ende ya na Akufo Addo wo free so na oyeye nyama. Akufo Addo has officially dismissed the petition for the removal of Chief Justice. Professor Azar Ebae Emma Obabe petition President Akufo Addo say wonyi Chief Justice no free so. Na the enti a woye sa ene say Chief Justice no Professor Azar de oka say wono de won go into the cases at Chief Justice wedi, but some administrative rule any enyama some breaches of the constitution any Chief Justice no ejuma wo say woye senia all breaches anyuma no enti me betena ha ebe ready therefore me kai say I even brought you the brief, the summary of the report. And I may be catching say if you want me to do the full report, the full petition, me read the full petition, Montreal one, our comment box, Mokai, and then most of you wrote one, and then I came here and I did a breakdown of the full petition. Am I na yehu in semni na pape orezi eti Chief Justice no? From my point of view, me hone say in some pape orezi no nanka abawom, but nankrofu pebre nim say enya dia President Akufo Addo be bibia den afa ho. And there, President Akufo Addo free aban mu no. Say we dealing with that petition no, in the sense that he has dismissed it. Now, what dismissed petition no, ni natural say ebi a papa ne nsem a wo raise against the Chief Justice no, ababia anye den enim. Inti no, my read the reason why President Akufo Addo has dismissed, and then let's look at the way forward. What is going to happen now? Inti no, no. Say President Akufo Addo has dismissed a petition filed for the removal of Chief Justice Gertrude Tukonu. The decision comes after the President, in consultation with the Council of State, upon a careful review of the petition, concluded that it does not disclose a prima facie case warranting further action. Into basically no, because a prima facie case and not say yehu ne say ade no abawom nsem a wo kan na no kware bi wom. Into say Akufo Addo and the Council of State and etena ase a wo moye review. No more review, no more who say Adiana Abadi anim. Also, the petition was submitted by Professor Stephen Kweku Asare, citing allegation of misbehavior and incompetence against the Chief Justice. Also, read full statement from the presidency below. So this is the statement from the presidency. Let's read the full statement. Now, I say President Akufo Addo dismisses a petition against Chief Justice. Also, the Office of the President wishes to inform the general public that after a thorough and careful review of the petition for the removal of the Chief Justice, Justice Gertrude Tukonu, the President of the Republic, Nana Addo Akufo Addo, in consultation with the Council of State, has concluded that the petition does not disclose a prima facie case warranting further action. The petition was submitted by Professor Stephen Kweku Asare, citing allegations of misbehavior and incompetence against the Chief Justice. Also, upon review, the President observed several deficiencies in the petition. The principal ones were into say President Akufo Addo read Professor no ni review no President Akufo Addo hu ne say ensem bebre a Professor ne kan no kware nim enim ensem ben e no kan ya no kware nim yen konsem ne mo. O say 1. First, the petition was submitted without supporting evidence or documentation to substantiate its claims. The allegations, including claims of panel reconstitution, issuance of practice directions, and purported constitutional breaches by the Chief Justice, were found to be unsupported by evidence. The petitioner failed to demonstrate any factual basis or provide credible documentation to substantiate these claims. Enti Osha Papano Professor Azar, ni issues are raised here. The fact that Chief Justice no, or constitute panel, or your panel constitution. It yehena se case be court. Na case ni yehena se be senior judge no ruling on the case no. Ebe ko etia MPP pe. Na Chief Justice na bim. No ababa be sesa judges no. Into the President Akufo Addo can say Professor Kweku Azar one fa evidence bi amba. A trace Chief Justice na ye bibisa na sebe in previous am be say me bisa evidence no evidence ben na no mo pe I don't understand. Documentation be na normal pay. Were they looking for a letter Chief Justice Nebetro na wakasa me na me reconstitution of the panel na because say case eko no be enim say judge na judge awotena case ne so no woni na ade no ruling ya aba na ehwe na judge ne comment ne nsem bia waka no ruling ni kosi na at the end of the day hu ne say finally yaba besesa who is responsible for changing judges? Is it not the Chief Justice? So what evidence do you need again if indeed judge for fraud na aba betena case ne so? I don't know, but that is what President Akufo Addo is saying. Say also Chief Justice no wasesa President Akufo Addo anka say in some way can for Chief Justice and we true or say one for evidence be anka ho, one for documentation be anka ho, one for nkrata be anka ho say indeed Chief Justice no inti ebia yes ye hu ne say judge be every case be so now so one for documentation nkrata be anka ho ye hu ne say Chief Justice na ma judge free so inti no ensem no ye mfa ye boegu. So basically that's what President Akufo Addo is telling Professor Azar. Second, or say the processes and practices cited by the petitioner, such as the Chief Justice's administrative responsibilities under the Courts Act, were found to be consistent with the law and established practices. Into otremwa, enyama awaka sa Chief Justice no, waye na eni kwan se woye, emra ma ne kwan se woye sa ade ni na no. Asemo a all can say Chief Justice ne emra ma ne kwan se woye sa nyama no. The President Akufo Addo kan no. Also, the President feels constrained to observe that, contrary to constitutional provisions, the petition was prematurely circulated in the public domain in breach of Article 1468 of the Constitution, which mandates that proceedings of this nature be held in camera to protect the integrity of the judiciary. Such a violation undermines the solemnity of the process and the principles enshrined in the Constitution to safeguard judicial independence. You know, another issue a President Akufo Addo raises say asem no Professor Azar ama na ba bedwem ama ye ni na ye hu bi akenkan no eno kra ka hu bi ene ya bo asem negu na ka ne pepe mu a na ke wo say ode koma President Akufo Addo a any kwan say asem no ode ba bedwem. So basically no, that's what the president is also saying. One of the reasons in tia wa bo asem negu inti se ba bedwum a ye MELODIES etina ha kenkan bi etre mo no Akufo Addo ese sa ade na papa ne ma ne sie professor ne ma ne sie no eno hu nti kan eno kan yesu obi bu oman obi say oman na ya ye petition say ye remove ni pakro na yesu mama bedwum fu ehu nti no ye bon nsem negu. And then the president is quoting say you see, and I have to say me I'm not a lawyer, but the law actually say when you set a committee and then that committee is investigating the Chief Justice, ni a friend say one brand meka ne numu asem nsem a ye raise against ono ni ombra meka ne numu asem say indeed yen remove na na mayen remove no sa committee no ena is supposed to be held in camera. The Constitution didn't say that from the petition process everything should be held in camera, Dabi. And so if President Akufo Addo, who is an astute lawyer, is today quoting to say oh petition ne kra no de ko two bedroom ne kra kan hu bi and ye bon sem negu because na kan ne pape mu a Constitution ne tre say we should do it in camera. Into the akwa two bedroom ne ye boy good Dabi. Or say a true level be we read the Constitution here and we all saw it. Article 1468. Let's see. Ghana, Article 1468. In read it. Ebi aname na mantias here. Ghana Constitution. Article 146. Yenhe Article 1468 no. Ebia ena American. Ebia na eme. Ena manyeden. Mantias here. But let's read the Constitution, Article 1468. And let's see what the Article 1468 says, because it is the basis in tia President Akufo Addo or your way. So this is Article 1468. I say all proceedings under this article shall be held in camera, and the justice or chairman against whom the petition is made is entitled to be heard in his defense by himself or by a lawyer. Now let's take it from the beginning. Article 14681. Okay, and so in context, that is what will make people understand. I'll say a justice of the superior court or a chairman of a regional tribunal shall not be removed from office except for stated misbehavior or incompetence on the ground of inability to perform the functions of his office arising from infirmity of body or mind. A justice of the superior court of judicature or a chairman of the regional tribunal may only be removed in accordance with the procedures specified in this article. If the president receives a petition for the removal of the justice of a Supreme Court other than the Chief Justice or the removal of the chairman of the regional tribunal, he shall refer the petition to the Chief Justice, who shall determine whether there is a prima facie case. Or say, where the Chief Justice decides that there is a prima facie case, he shall set up a committee consisting of 3 justices of the Superior Court, chairman of the regional tribunal, appointed by the Judicial Council, and 2 other persons who are not members of the Council of State, nor members of Parliament, blah, blah, blah. The committee appointed under Clause 4 of this article shall investigate the complaint and shall make its recommendations to the Chief Justice, who shall forward them to the President. Where the petition is for the removal of the Chief Justice, the President shall, acting in consultation with the Council of State, appoint a committee consisting of 2 justices of the Supreme Court, one of whom shall be appointed chairman by the President, and 3 other persons who are not members of the Council of State, nor members of Parliament, nor lawyers. The committee appointed under Clause 6 of this article shall inquire into the petition and recommend to the President whether the Chief Justice ought to be removed from office. All proceedings under this article shall be held in camera, and the justice or chairman against whom the petition is made is entitled to be heard in the defense by himself or by a lawyer or other expert of his choice. The President shall, in each case, act in accordance with recommendations of the committee. Where a petition has been referred to a committee under this article, the President may, in the case of the Chief Justice, acting in accordance with the advice of the Council of State by warrant assigned by him, suspend the Chief Justice. In the case of any other justice of a superior court, of a chairman or of a chairman of a regional tribunal acting in accordance with the advice of the Judicial Council, suspend that justice or the chairman of a regional tribunal. The President may at any time revoke a suspension under this article. Now, into Boasie, where the issue is, I say all proceedings under this article. All proceedings under this article shall be held in camera, and the justice or chairman against whom the petition is made is entitled to be heard in his defense. You know, the Constitution is clear. Say, all proceedings, okay, all proceedings under this article will be held in camera. Now, 2 things. Obibe to me aka say, the proceedings start when the President, 1, Ehun said there's a prima facie case. Okay? Because as someone I can say, petition nebeba. Say petition nebe we are. When the President receives a petition, now, or say where the Chief Justice decides that there's a, now I say where the petition is for the removal of the Chief Justice, the President shall, acting in consultation. So that is, Obibeka said that is where the process starts. Say, petition bar, petition ni be we are. From the President ne hono, processes no ebe shasye, say, consultation with the Council of State. Say President no be shasye say or consulted the Council of State. Someone can tell you that on no. Say that is where the process starts. The process starts after the President starts consulting the Council of State. And indeed, when the petition came, Osha letter now was in consultation with the Council of State. President Akufo Addo consulted the Council of State. Naturally, say President Akufo Addo initiated the process. And so, if the article says, say the all proceedings under this article, all proceedings under this article shall be held in camera, then it is talking about from President Akufo Addo whole side no. Because if you think about it, so be the petition bar. How can you tell me that a petition is being held in camera? How do you hold a petition in camera? Because petition, you can't say you are holding something in camera. That means there are several parties involved. I'm a lawyer, but I'm trying to, you see, understand. I'm trying to let you understand from my point of view. You can't say petition, bar. Petition is coming from one person. And me, and I'm a deba. And then what it means technically, they say, Sadia way, President Akufo Addo reason I want me, technically, no, politicians number to me, I no more they abort petitions a good, especially so be a say or petition say you remove Chief Justice. Because all it will take, they say, Ebia Nipakuna what the petition, but no when leaky. Now so, why the petition, the Bremono, Moana mo share that leaky, Emma, Ebia, the public. Not later, mo dia ya samaka say oh petition they say and article na ka say petition e ba eni kwan say public no ehu into the fact say eliki e wo public ni mu ntie eboegu into no na ba ne sa na technically no say mo na mo aye e na asem no mo aboegu. That is why personally I believe that when someone starts the petition, the process, that is not the beginning of the process as this article is saying, based on my understanding of article 146 no. The petition is not beginning, the process, article 146, for me, no, it is not beginning with the petition. The process begins after it gets to the president. Until after the petition gets to the president, that is where the process begins. Because when it gets to the president, that is where the president will have to consult the Council of State. And the consultation of the Council of State, you know, because obi be petition president and you don't consult the president. So how do you hold it in camera? Because you can't say who ye be in camera, not just say when nipa krono ye ni secret will be ante. Say me the petition e brewa. Me who president ne directory can say me the petition e brewa. Inti me see that say me be ye in secret. And so the process, per my understanding, no, doesn't come from me. I'm a petition neighbor. It comes after I submit the petition. It's after me submit a petition we are. Wo president no. And there was a ebia one Council of State. Inti no you two parties. So you have to hold it in camera. Only Council of State can say we are. Yes, there was a form a committee. And also you two parties. The committee has to be held in camera. Committee ni we are. Ebia me the petition e buy no. Mobile friend me say member church means some so. And also held in camera. So for me, that Article 1468 now, President Akufo Addo air quote, you know, I feel say it is it's wrong. I am not a lawyer, but that is my understanding of Article 146. It is wrong. It is wrong because technically, you know, say sanya mekan, you know, say technically you say sa na ye ti ase dia, and ye and they say you be di bonia obi the petition, but na ya ye leaky petition na ma media no. Ye leaky ma media ni we later ye we na ya ka say article they say you holding in camera. Now so media na sha say some kan wan say me teacher say ye boegu. No ye koya na say ye buy. So for me, meaning say the framers of the constitution thought about things like this. That is why for me I believe that the process starts when the president receives. The process doesn't start when nipakra what the petition they con what petition now what they con. That is not when the process starts. It is a wo baba koti say answer no the petition ne kra beba no na ba bonten de dada ni nyama nti ye boegua. That is not when the process starts. Okay, what if a throw petition no throw petition ni wie no afi wan famba. Ati say so the process doesn't start when the person has done the petition. It starts after the president receives the petition. And from there no na mimi feel say article 146 e ka ho asem. So the quotation a President Akufo Addo e quote wa ha say article 146 say process no it should be held in camera. Now so answer na petition ne beba no na afi nkrofo ate and a story ni na bebia e wo Ghana ha krom no enti it's a breach of the constitution enti no enti mempene e ma dey we nkoso no. I think say it's just an excuse. Personally, that's what I believe in. So the president is unhappy to observe that such a violation should have been occasioned by a lawyer. The President Akufo Addo buefu said the entiana Professor Azar or non so your lawyer watena siyama sa violation we akoso. Also, based on these findings and observations, and in alignment with the recommendations of the Council of State, the petition is deemed frivolous, vexatious, and unmeritorious. President Akufo Addo reaffirms his unalloyed commitment to the independence and integrity of the judiciary, which remains a cornerstone of Ghana's democracy. The Office of the President cautions against attempts to undermine judicial independence through baseless allegations and emphasizes the importance of adhering to constitutional provisions in addressing grievances, Eugene Ahin, and all that. I mean, the last statement seriously was needless. But anyway, that is President Akufo Addo for you. So this is President Akufo Addo dismissing the petition for removal of the Chief Justice. Well, President Akufo Addo leaves office today, and I know that Professor Azar can re-petition the incoming president, John Dramani Mahama. So let's see how it goes. Montreal Mwadwin, comment box nimo. Bedasi.